What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. We got to go over something very, very, very important inside of the crypto market. So, this is huge. Everybody's been talking about it. It's about BNB. We're going to go over it. But first thing that we're going to go over before we go over that is the CPI data. You need to be aware of this if you're inside of crypto. Even if you're in the stock market, you need to be aware of this. So, when is the next CPI report? So, they got the next CPI report over here started for February on over here. We're gonna have it on about the 14th of February, and this is gonna be the data for January's data, and it's gonna be on February 14th, which is tomorrow. This is really why we're getting a lot of people selling off right now, especially BNB. You know, the news that we got with BNB with BUSD that was pretty bad. I'm gonna go over that too, but yeah, the CPI data, it's definitely very very, very important. It's something that you always want to pay attention to because inflation is a very key thing going on inside of the United States and all over the world. So we're going to talk about this. So they're talking about this 2% inflation. But anyways, at last those days are long gone. Inflation hit a 4-decade high in 2022, promoting the Federal Reserve to embark on its aggressive campaign of interest rate hikes. So that's pretty much what this is about. Hopefully, when we get the CPI report, we don't get more interest rate hikes. But they're saying markets desperately want the Fed to stop raising interest rates and perhaps even trying to tell them that they might need to actually cut them. And hopefully, they can cut them. So hopefully, they'll cut the rates. But I don't know. It doesn't look like they're going to cut them anytime soon, to be honest. They're saying that the markets are obsessing with the next CPI report. That's why you're seeing people waiting for this. They're really waiting on this report for tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They said the CPI report is broken down into main subcategories, blah, 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 blah. We don't care about that. We just want to see what it's going to look like tomorrow. We want to see what the inflation rate is going to be looking like tomorrow. We want to see if they're going to decide they need to continue to raise interest rates and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna see what the CPI report's coming out for us. But yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow, and then the next one that we're gonna have for our February is gonna be in March 14th, and then for March's CPI data we'll have in April on April 12th, and then for April CPI data we'll have May 10th, and then for May's, and then so on and so forth, as you can see here. So typically towards the middle term of every single month, we're gonna be having this. So I'm gonna be updating you all on this also. But right now, we're just going to be waiting until tomorrow. And then I'll let you all know how it is tomorrow. But we are seeing some people selling off leading up to that. But let's go over to the main topic of discussion today. So prepare, get ready. This is pretty bad. So let's talk about this. Now, crypto firm Paxos to face SEC charges ordered to stop minting Binance stablecoin. They say Paxos categorically disagrees with SEC that BUSD is a security, says it will litigate if needed. So, yeah, this is getting pretty bad. This is getting pretty bad. But let's keep going over this. So they said the stablecoin issuer confirmed it has received a Wells notice from the SEC indicating a possible enforcement action is forthcoming. They said stablecoin issuer Paxos acknowledged that it has received a notice from the SEC. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And they're talking about Binance USD, BUSD, and they're saying it constitutes an unregistered security. So they're saying that they have this unregistered security under the business and it's not what they want. So BUSD is a stable coin branded Binance, blah, 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 blah. We already know what that is. And they said that, but the firm said it categorically disagrees with the SEC. So they're disagreeing with the SEC because BUSD is not a security. And I agree, BUSD is not a security. It's just a stable coin. And the government, they just don't know anything about crypto. So it would be very hard for them to understand what these are. And I'm saying like certain people in the government, like the people that are making the decisions. There's people on the back end in the government that the government is hiring that actually know about crypto. There's people on the back end that actually know. But on the front end, when you have the ones that are actually making the decisions and making the laws, and the people in the SEC going after people, they're just going off of how things were in the old times. Like someone starts a business and then they have a stock for that business, but don't register it with the SEC as a security. Then they go after them, and that's kind of how they're looking at it. They're looking at these crypto companies as if they're companies selling, like actual securities. And I guess there could be an argument that legitimately does have it as a security, but it's very fishy. It's very one-sided. They really just want to go attack, companies like this so then they can pay some taxes and they so they can register it as a security and then make them pay more taxes, make the customers pay taxes. They're just trying to make people pay more taxes. That's all they're really trying to do. But this is pretty interesting. We're going to see they just want them to stop minting Binance stablecoins. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. And right now, it's not playing out very good. But yeah, it says over here cryptocurrency firm Paxos will cease issuing new Binance USD or BUSD stablecoins under the direction of the New York State's financial regulator. Binance founder Changpeng Zhao said. So Paxos' own stablecoin was not impacted, but BUSD was. And then they said, but the company did confirm it had to be noticed by the SEC of potential charges. So yeah, this is crazy. They said a stablecoin is a cryptocurrency which attempts to maintain a stable price, and they're usually pegged to the USD. So that's what we got going on right now. So I'll let you know how this plays out, but this is definitely pretty bad for us. And then over here, CZ Binance made a little bit of a statement. It says, actually, let's just go ahead and click CZ Binance's post because this is very important. It said a thread 1 out of 8. We're going to read all 8 threads here. Now, the first one says, in summary, BUSD is issued and redeemed by Paxos, and funds are Seifu. So, 2, we were informed by Paxos that they have been directed to cease minting new BUSD by the New York Department of Financial Services. Paxos is regulated by NYDFS. BUSD is a stablecoin wholly owned and managed by Paxos. So they're saying over here, 3. And this is an important part. And they said BUSD is a stablecoin wholly owned and managed by Paxos. So that kind of means that BUSD is not owned by BNB. It's owned by Paxos. And that's kind of what they're saying here. They're saying, and look, if you go over here to BUSD and you look and you click it, they actually are owned by Paxos. They're not owned by Binance. It's just branded by Binance, but it's not owned by Binance. Paxos owns it, which is kind of weird how you see that. But anyways, here's the Paxos website. It says starting February 21st, Paxos will halt minting a new BUSD stablecoin. Paxos will allow customers to redeem BUSD for USD or convert their BUSD to USDP. So yeah, this is getting really crazy right now. But at least they're not preventing people from getting their BUSD back. They're actually giving them solutions and saying, hey, look, you can get your BNB back or your BUSD back. You just got to redeem it for some USD or redeem it to USDP. So they're not doing with like Sam Bankman-Fried did with FTX. They're just like, look, come get your coins if you need your coins. So that's pretty much what's going on here. And like I said, Paxos they own BUSD, so you can even see BNB is going down because this, even though they are not owned, or even though they don't own BUSD, and that is what CZ Binance is trying to tell people. So then people stop selling BUSD. So people stop selling BNB. They're like, look, we do not own BUSD. We only own BNB. So he's trying to get people to stop selling. So, anyways, we got Paxos. So first, we're gonna go over here and look up Paxos. I can't really spell right now, but for one, we got Pax Gold, we got Pax Dollar, we got all that good stuff. But this is their Pax Gold. As you can see, Pax Gold is not impacted by this. It's not going down because of what's happening. Whereas we have over here, BNB is going down, even though they don't even own BUSD, they're going down. So yeah, we're gonna have to see like how things go with this, but I don't know. It's crazy right now. So we got Seifu over here, Seifu protocol, but that's not important right now. We can make a whole video about Seifu, but not right now. Let's just go back over everything that we were talking about before with the BNB. This is pretty crazy. So let's read the next thing here. So 3, as a result, BUSD market cap will only decrease over time. So this is important for everyone to realize. Like, if you're in on BUSD, like, you probably want to get out. They're even saying, like, look, the market cap's going to drop. Like, people are going to sell it. Like, we're having problems here, and people are definitely going to sell it. But look, John G says, I would like to remind everyone that regardless of the market conditions, our plans will be executed with evidence that GRVG, being backed by gold, is part of the future of stables. And that's what he's told to CZ Binance. And they say GRVG will be on GRV chain with the ability to use fiat to buy it in Grove Coin, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is just getting crazy. But hey, look, he's trying to tell people, he's trying to warn people. Look, this is what CZ is saying. He's saying that the market cap will only decrease over time. So that's pretty big. And then on the fourth line, he says Paxos will continue to service the product and manage redemptions. Paxos also assured us that the funds are Seifu and fully covered by reserves in their banks, with their reserves audited many times by various audit firms already. So it's nothing like FTX. They're just getting problems from the SEC. So number 5 says, on the alleged SEC versus Paxos lawsuit, I have no information about it other than public news articles. The lawsuit is between the US and SEC and Paxos. So he said, I'm not an expert on US laws, but personally I agree with Miles' logic here. Not that it means much. So yeah, and this is his logic here. This is what he's saying. He says, in doing so, the Supreme Court established 4 criteria to determine whether an investment contract exists. An investment contract is an investment of money in a common enterprise with the expectation of profit to be derived from the efforts of others. So, and they labeled BUSD as an unregistered security. So, how on earth is a stablecoin considered a security when it clearly doesn't meet the Howey test criteria? No one has ever had the expectation of profit when buying BUSD. And that's true. How could a stable coin give you profit? How could something that stays at one price give you profit and it's built to stay at one price? So that's what they're saying here, which is completely legit. Like that's legitimate. It's not an investment of money because when you're buying a stable coin or when you're getting a stable coin, you're not investing anything. It's just a stable coin. It just stays still. In a common enterprise, I wouldn't say Paxos is an enterprise, but they are a company. And then with the expectation of profit, there's no expectation of profit. And then over here to be derived from the efforts of others, which could be argued that yes, because whenever you're staking or farming with stable coins, you're getting money back like that. But I wouldn't say it's an investment of money. And I also wouldn't say that it's with the expectation of profit. So yeah, I definitely agree with them here that it's completely false. And then over here, CZ Binance says, if BUSD is ruled as a security by the courts, it will have profound impacts on how the crypto industry will develop or not develop in the jurisdictions where it is ruled as such. So this is crazy because if this happens and BUSD is a security, they call it a security, people are not going to operate crypto inside the US and they're not going to do business with US based exchanges. Crypto will go elsewhere. And I think the government, the SEC, they really need to realize this. Like they're going to truly, just destroy our economy if they keep doing this type of stuff. But anyways, number 7, Binance will continue to support BUSD for the foreseeable future. We do foresee users migrating to other stablecoins over time, and we will make product adjustments accordingly. Move away from using BUSD as the main pair for trading. So yeah, Binance is pretty much openly saying like to the public, they're no longer going to be using BUSD for trading pairs because it makes no sense now. And they don't own BUSD, so it doesn't really matter to them. It just has their branding on it. And then they say over here, given the ongoing regulatory uncertainty in certain markets, we will be reviewing other projects in those jurisdictions to ensure our users are insulated from any undue harm. So this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. So that's pretty much all I got for you all today. Let me know what you all think about this. But yeah, a lot of people are really shook up about this. We're seeing a lot of selling happening. People are getting rid of BUSD. People are getting rid of BNB. So yeah, like BUSD has been dropping in price actually, which is not good for a stable coin. It's not good at all for a stable coin. It's only been like a very small amount that's been going down, but it has been going down a little bit, and that's not good at all for a stable coin to be doing. So let me know what you all think about this. If you have BUSD, if you have any farming pairs that have BUSD on it, because I know if you're in the Baby Doge army, big shout out to all the Baby Doge people out there. But if you're in the Baby Doge army, you want to get out of BUSD now. If you see over here, we have pairs USDT to BUSD. We're gonna start seeing pairs like this in Baby Doge Swap and other DeFi apps. If you look on DeFi Llama, you're gonna see a lot of them. But we're going to see a lot of DeFi apps now no longer doing this. They're no longer going to be having BUSD on their app sheets. So we just have a lot from here on Baby Doll Swap. So we're going to have to get rid of those. But yeah, we'll see how all this plays out. But honestly, I I don't even know what to say at this point. Like this is just getting crazy. Bitcoin is starting to pass a little bit of resistance here. We'll do a whole technical analysis on the crypto market on a different video. But this is pretty much all I got for you today. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment section. And as always, I'll be back with another video.